There are only two ways to live, and all else is madness. There are only two things in life. There are only two ways to go, and everything else is the crossroads, and the crossroads are the loop, they are the Groundhog Day, they are the repeated karmic cycle that drains your energy and gets you nowhere. So this is how to stop procrastinating, how to become more decisive, and how to make a choice in this life. The crossroad is, should I go left, should I go right? And you do none of it. You do none of it. And you're standing there and your mind field is huge and it's sucking all your energy. So what are the two things, the only two ways to live? Take action, move in one of the directions, so the story can move forward, the things can unfold, whatever it is, a mistake or a correct decision, doesn't matter. The thing is that the cogs in the mechanism turn and the deck gets reshuffled. A friend told this metaphor some time ago to me. Do the thing so the deck can reshuffle itself. So do the action, reshuffle your deck of life and get new cards. But until you take that action, you don't know what cards you're going to get. You're stuck with the same old cards, looking at them and then looking at the crossroads. Looking at them and then looking at the crossroads. Should I go left? Should I go right? What does the card say? But just go and get a new reshuffling. I get some papers here. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. Your life gets reshuffled. You get new cards. And then you know, okay, these are fucking awful cards. This was not a good idea. And then you go back and then you do the other thing. The other thing. So either you do the action or you let go. You completely become oblivious. You go, I don't care. I don't care what happens. The things in life are done by only two forces in each of our lives. There may be a lot of us, but there's actually only one of us. And if you want to preserve identity, then it's actually the two of you. In your world, and there's the two of us in my world. And in your world, the two beings, the two forces in your world are you and the world. And these are the only two forces that are creating that reality. And the world, in your sense, is everything that's not you by deduction, by logic. And the other force is you. So one of these paths where you take action, this is where you do the thing. You are the force that is enacting reality. And if you let go and surrender, then the world is doing the reality. And the only way to sustain life, the only way to create anything, to manifest, people like the word manifest, to manifest anything, to change yourself, to change the world, to bring things into existence, to get things, to give things, whatever, is a dance between these two forces, you and the world. And then you and the world. Too much of you, you're burnt out, you're dead at 50. Too much of the world, you're just a piece of the machine, you have no free will, you don't do anything. You're just a zombie, an automaton walking around. No authority in your life, nothing. And both of these extremes are extremes, of course, and they're not sustainable. Everything else is madness. Either do the action, choose whatever it is, however it is going to be like, movement is what counts, and action is what counts, and decisions are what counts. Or let go to such a degree that you have absolute infinite trust in the universe, in the world, that there are people out there, there are circumstances unfolding, there are butterflies still in the cocoon stage, ready to burst out into beautiful coloring spectrums of the rainbow, bringing you all the watermelon in the world you ever wanted. Or all the cat videos you never seen, and you've seen almost all of them. I don't know what you want in life, but you can get it in that sense. So everything else is madness, and everything else is also avoidance, because many people stay in this loop, because it's a loop. It's like, I'm not going to make either decision because I'm afraid. I'm afraid to trust, or I'm afraid to do the action and make a mistake. And then you are stuck in the crossroads. And what does the crossroad do to you? It makes you addicted to things because you're not moving on with life. You're not getting any food, but in a sense of soul food. Passion, vision, creativity, movement, not food as in potatoes. And then you gotta stuff yourself with potatoes so you can go to sleep, so you don't think about the decision you didn't do or the surrender you didn't do, because it's equally viable. Both of those need to happen. Both of those need to happen. The action needs to happen and the surrender needs to happen. And it's a cycle back and forth. Everything else is madness, avoidance. It's a redundant waste of life energy, of time. It's conflicting and it's draining. And these things are like main quests in your video game. And the loop is just a bunch of side quests. It's like when you know what you have to do, but suddenly dishes are very appealing. Or you know you need to make that phone call, but suddenly you are going into your emails and deleting emails from 10 years ago because you are cleaning up your email. Yeah, man, been there. Or like, oh, I need to make this phone call and make this big decision that's been hanging over my head. No, you know what? I got energy now to go and clean the attic and get rid of 15 spiders that I've been afraid my whole life. And suddenly you're not afraid of spiders anymore. You're making friends with spiders. You're telling them your life story. You're making them a little house. You're making a little house for the spiders, and you've been spider scared your entire life, just so you don't have to make that phone call. So yeah, most things in life should be ignored. Most things are distractions. Most things are going to be this crossroad. And they're going to make you emotionally reactive. And this is the biggest energy drain. Mental conflict that happens when you sit on that crossroad and you don't make one of these two decisions. Just do things and live the life. And then you get time to reflect. But if all you're doing is reflecting on the same things over and over again, you have the same deck of cards, the same hand dealt to you from the deck of life. You need to make a decision so the deck of life reshuffles, you get a new hand, and then you make new decisions. Or you put your whole cards, you fold everything, you sit back and you're like, I'm waiting this one out. I'm just not going to participate in this round at all. I'm going to let everyone else do their thing, and I'm just going to observe and trust that it's going to happen when it comes. These are the only two things to make decisions, and everything else is just draining you. It's keeping you in the crossroads. It's making you mentally conflicted, emotionally conflicted. Same relationships come to you, same situations come to you. You do the same thing every day. You're wondering why nothing changes ever. It's because you're making decisions not on the main crossroad, and you're not making one of those two major decisions. You're just looking for ways to avoid, or you're looking for ways to do other things to think that you're busy. It's not about being busy. Life is not about being busy or successful. Don't get fooled by society telling you that you need to succeed or you need to get somewhere. It's not about getting to a point and then you're done. You're never done. Would you want to be done if your life is great? But what you must do is move. What you must do is choose. Stagnation is death. Movement is life. And it can go infinitely in one direction or infinitely fast in the other direction where you don't move and it just piles on and piles on and you got crossroads on crossroads on crossroads, and then that becomes life. It becomes too many things to unfold at once for the nervous system to be able to handle, because every crossroad that you resolve gives you momentum and requires emotional release. And if you got a bunch of these crossroads in your life and you want to untangle them all at once, your nervous system might not be able to handle it. That's why so many people are not able to come out of it. People like our parents, grandparents, people in their 60s, 70s, 50s, I don't know, addicted to things. It's because there are so many crossroads in their life that if they start to untangle one, they're going to have to untangle 15 of them since they were 20, and the nervous system cannot handle that. And every time they go into that, it's just easier to drink it and medicate it and things like that. So I've been through all of this. I've healed these things in myself. I am very comfortable with fear. Fear is my loyal brother and ally. If you are feeling all of this, I help people, I help my clients, whether individuals, families, relationship, compatibility, parenting, and businesses, to have harmony, connection, clear communication for individuals, how to make these decisions based on your blueprint, your genetic human design, how to release stuck emotions, how to let go of mental doubt, how to be okay with your self-worth even when you're not talking. If you have ADHD, if you're neurodivergent, if you are autistic, bipolar, any of all these ugly words that are just words for actual superpowers, we can train your superpowers so you are more easily stable in the environments of society, which, if you are very highly sensitive, is exceedingly difficult as we move into the future. I got 2 new courses out in addition to all my other audio courses. So the Human Design Basics is free on the website. Then you got Intermediate, Advanced, you got Projector Specific Masterclass, you got the I Ching, and the 2 new courses that I've put out are Soul Retrieval and Receive the Earth. Soul Retrieval is if you want to get your memories back, get your old strength back. It's 8 sessions, about 10 minutes with amazing practices for you. It's on the website, scroll around and find it. And Receive the Earth is a shamanic transmission, everything that I received from psychedelic mushrooms. It's for anyone that has been on a journey with entheogenic plants, psychedelic plants, and wants to get reminded and get a different perspective from someone else, or somebody that hasn't done the journey and they want to do the journey without actually doing the journey. And for all of those who are maybe scared and curious, it's a great way to get more comfortable with the experience. And of course, both of these, Soul Retrieval and Receive the Earth, this can be done also as counseling and therapy sessions, just like any of my other sessions. So it can be a guidance for anyone wanting to get a closer connection with the Earth Spirit, with the Earthly Mother, with the mycelium underground, with the pulse of the world, with the breath, with all these things. If you have a burnt out nervous system, if you're struggling with anxiety, depression, any of the things that you see me talk about on this channel, I have helped a lot of people, a lot of families with addiction, with courage, with clarity, authenticity. Human Design will open up your mind in so many ways, release emotions, clear out your life. You can get a fresh start. You can read testimonials on my website. We can do a free discovery call, and you can tell me all about yourself, and then we can set up either weekly counseling, one session, few sessions, whatever is best for you. So this, once again, peace, health, abundance, wholeness, prosperity, courage, clarity, and action or surrender in this video. Thank you, little turtles. Peace out.